What's up, guys? It's been a while since I uploaded a paddle review, but with so many great paddle releases already this year, I wanted to give you guys a quick wrap up of my favorite 2025 paddle releases so far. And stay tuned to the end of the video when I give you my sneak peek thoughts on some upcoming paddle releases. And before we get into the list, if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, it really does help a ton. And if you guys want to support the channel further, you can always use discount code SCOOTER to save a few dollars on any of these paddles. And the last thing before we get into it, this list is based purely on my personal preferences. There are plenty of great paddles that either I haven't tried or I just didn't care for that didn't make the list. So with all that in mind, let's get into it. The first paddle I want to talk about is the Friday Fever. The Fever is a great performing all-court Gen 3 paddle regardless of the price point, but at $94 after discount code, it's an insane value. I regularly take a big bag of paddles out to open play for people to demo, and the Fever is consistently a favorite even when people don't know the price point. Next up, I feel like I obviously have to talk about the Joola Pro 4. This is easily one of the biggest and most popular paddles on the market, and for good reason. The Pro 4 is probably one of the best paddles for aggressive play styles with very high levels of pop and power and great shot shaping ability. The downside is that for most people, they aren't the easiest paddles to control. If you can control it, they're super fun to play with, but I think for most people there are better options out there, like a paddle I'll talk about a bit later in the video. Up next, we've got to talk about the 11624 Power Series. These have been massively popular due to their well-balanced, power-leaning playstyle with great durability at a very reasonable price point. These are great all-around paddles, but the biggest thing I can say is that 11624 were the first brand to really crack the code on how to build a durable Gen 3 paddle. These have no real durability concerns and virtually no break-in, which definitely wasn't the case for most Gen 3 paddles back in February when these were released. Next up is the Gearbox GX2. The GX2 is a bit polarizing due to its very muted feel, but I'm personally a huge fan of it. It's got an ultra-balanced playstyle with good control, great touch, and sneaky power. But outside of just enjoying the paddle and the way it plays, I really admire the effort that Gearbox puts into innovating their tech. The GX2 features a fully carbon fiber honeycomb core, which not only offers a unique feel, but also top-notch durability. Gearbox is also releasing a GX2 Power in the near future, and while I don't personally have one currently for testing, I am hearing nothing but great things about them so far. And speaking of innovation, I definitely couldn't make this list without talking about the Carbon True Foam. The True Foam was easily one of the most hyped and anticipated releases of all time, and they did not disappoint. Carbon kicked off the big wave of foam paddle releases, and in my personal opinion, it's still one of the best performing foam paddles on the market. With a super unique feel and unmatched shot shaping ability, these are easily some of the funnest paddles to play with. And very soon, Carbon will be releasing the long-awaited 4 shape, which in my opinion is their best shape yet. I'll have a full review of the 4 shape once it releases, as well as sharing some long-term thoughts about the True Foam series in general. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Alright, last but certainly not least is the Franklin C45. The C45 combines so many of my favorite things about the other paddles on this list and packages them into one incredible series. With a super unique, soft yet responsive feel, great pop and power, and still very good control, I think these are easily some of the most balanced paddles on the market. That paired with uniquely good looks and durability creates a very compelling overall package. I think the C45 offers a lot about what I love about the Joola Pro 4, while being more consistent and easier to control. These paddles just fit my playstyle perfectly and have really clicked with me as well as many others. Alright, as promised, time for some quick previews and thoughts of some really fun upcoming paddle releases. First up is the 11624 Alpha Pro Power. This combines the same Gen 3 build as the Power series, but with the face layup from the All Court and the core from the Alpha. I think these combine all the great things about the Power series while greatly improving the feel for my personal taste. And they're actually available for pre-order right now. Next up is the Vatic Pro V-Core. which is a full foam power paddle coming in at just $99 after discount code. These things really slap the ball hard. They easily have the most pop and power of any foam paddle I've hit, and Vatic is once again making a huge statement by releasing these at just $99. Lastly, we have the Pickleball Apes Harmony series, which have consistently impressed me during my testing. I've actually been testing and playing with a pre-production Harmony X for quite a while now, and it's easily one of the most well-balanced and easy to play with paddles I've tested. They're so consistent and easy to use with a really unique feel and great playing characteristics in every category. Honestly, any of these upcoming releases could have easily made it into this list, and if they're any indication of what's coming in the second half of 2025, I think we have a lot of exciting stuff in store. As always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and stay tuned, I have more reviews coming soon.